Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the daily Forex report for May 11th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This particular pair closed down during today's session. It did close the gap as expected and continued going further lower. Overall, this pair is moving sideways. The bias is definitely to the downside. We are expecting, however, this pair to potentially go as high as 99.56 and 96.51 on the lower end. Look for some resistance around 98.27 and look for some support around 97.09. Now, switching over to the Euro-USD pair, this particular pair, we're looking for it to go as high as 137.76, possibly as low as 134.49. Look for some resistance around 136.66 and look for some support around 134.70. This particular pair closed down. It is moving sideways, biased definitely to the upside. Now, looking at the pound US dollar pair, this particular pair closed down for today's session. Biased is sideways. Overall bias is still up. We are looking for it to move potentially as high as 153.76, possibly as low as 149.22. Look for some resistance around 152.32 and look for some support around 150.11. Let's switch over to the US Swiss. This particular pair closed up today. It did close the gap that it created during at the open of the new session. This pair is starting to move sideways, but the bias is heavily to the downside. We definitely are looking for it to potentially move as high as 111.98, possibly as low as 1.0933. Look for some resistance though around 111.55 and look for some support around 110.13. Now we have the Eurozone releasing has their German CPI for April being released at 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus is that it will be held, or that it's going to be at 0.0%, which was the same as it was last month. But other than that, there's really no news announcements coming out. As far as what I'm looking at during this next session, there really is nothing, no setups as far as quick setups like we normally look at, swing trades or inside bars or overextended bars, believe it or not, for any of the pairs going into this next session. So that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.